What's going on YouTube? Today in this video, we're going to be rebuilding the New England Patriots. This will be my final video of Madden 25 before Madden 26 fully comes out on August the 14th. I'm excited about this one, so before I get into it, please like and subscribe, and that will help out the channel a lot. So let's go ahead and get right into this rebuild. Before I do go over the team real quick, I do want to say I am using a Madden 26 roster, which has rookies and free agents from the offseason that just happened, 2025 offseason, on the Patriots team. But we're going to be starting in the Madden 25 first season, which was last year, starting in 2024, if that does make sense. But Will Campbell's on the team, for example. Stephon Diggs is on the team. So it's updated as much as possible, but it did come out before Madden 26 was released, so not everything is 100% accurate. But going over the team, we have Drake May at the starting quarterback position, 79 overall. He's a guy that we're going to be building around, of course, like the Patriots are in real life. He is the centerpiece of this offense. Ramondre Stevenson and Gibson in the backfield. They're probably not going to be on the team for much longer, especially Stevenson with how things are going with him in the Patriots. Doesn't seem like he's going to be lasting on the team for the years to come. Receivers, Stephon Diggs, Mario Douglas, and Kendrick Bourne are the top three receivers. Stephon Diggs is getting up there in age, 31 years old, 89. He's only going to regress. He's probably not going to be on the team for much longer. Mario Douglas and Kendrick Bourne also aren't the greatest guys. I don't think they're going to develop a lot. 2 years experience for Mario Douglas, and then for Kendrick Bourne, it is 8 years experience. So those guys probably won't be on the team for much longer. We're going to have to fix that receiver core. Offensive line is actually pretty good, though. We got Will Campbell, Strange, Bradbury, Awanu, and Moses, which is really good actually for this offensive line. Got a bunch of 80 star overalls across the board, but we can definitely improve upon it. Will Campbell is a normal dev. I might switch that to star dev. I'm just going to double check real quick if Madden 26 has that in the game. So I did a quick look on Google, and it says his development is a star, and he's a 79 overall, which won't change. I'm going to leave him with a 75 for this rebuild, but he is 79 overall in the Madden 26 game. But we did move him up to star dev, which will help a lot in his progression. For tight end, we have Hunter Henry, Austin Hooper. Hunter Henry, though, is 30 years old. So these guys are up there in age. We got to get some youth, some rookies on this team to compensate for this age that we have across the team. On defense, though, things are looking good. A bunch of star devs. That's the one thing about this team. A lot of star devs and normal devs, but other than that, you don't have much superstars or X factors. Got Jabril Peppers, Tavai, Bentley, Spillane, and Harold Landry for the linebackers, and then Duggar on the opposite side of Peppers at strong safety. Corners, though, Christian Gonzalez, really good corner. He is an anchor of this defense, 93 overall, star dev. Got Jones there at cornerback 3, and then Carlton Davis at quarterback 2. Got Christian Barmore, Tonga, and Williams on that defensive line, running a 3-4 defense. Then lastly, the special teams. We have Barringer for punter and Boragos for kicker. Kick returner is Jones, and punt returner is also Jones, 89 overall. And then all this other stuff here. But that's it for the team. There's a lot to fix on this offense. I want to get running backs. I want to upgrade the receiving core. Tight end is aging. You can definitely fix some of these offensive linemen as well. 30 years old, but that's not too bad for offensive linemen. We can squeeze out maybe a good 2 or 3 years. And Cole Strange is 27, so it's not terrible. Will Campbell is young as well, so that left side isn't too bad. Awanu is 27, 28, 27. And then for the last one, Moses, I think he's a little bit older. He's probably 31, 32. He's actually 34, so yeah, we got to fix the right tackle position and probably address center at some point in this rebuild, especially how he's a 75 overall. That's the main focus of the offense. Defense, linebackers, probably got to get some more pass rush. Interior, defensive tackles, left end maybe as well. Corners are actually good. That's probably our strongest part of this defense, as well as safeties. Safeties aren't terrible as well with Duggar and Peppers, but it really comes down to age. That's the main thing holding back this Patriots team. A lot of older players. We need to get this team a little bit younger and get some superstar X factors on this team. But the main thing for this rebuild is to get a Super Bowl. This team hasn't gotten a Super Bowl since Tom Brady was on the team, which has been quite a while. I think it was 2019. So we got to bring this team back to the promised land, get themselves a championship, a Super Bowl. First order of business before we go ahead and sim to the midpoint in the season. Amari Cooper is a free agent in this game with this roster and everything. Not signed yet, so I'm going to go ahead and sign him. That puts us at 54 players. Next thing I want to do, we're probably not in contention, especially with this AFC East where we're going to be in the shadow of the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to go ahead and trade Stephon Diggs for as much capital as I'm able to get out of him. He's an 88 right now. He's going to be 31, 32 by the end of the season. He has 3 years left with the new contract. We were able to get a deal done. We traded Stephon Diggs and a 2025 5th-round pick for a 2025 first-round pick and second-round pick from the Saints. They're projected at 14 for that first-round pick, but I'm kind of gambling that they're going to do worse. They usually don't do too good, especially with the team that they have. I don't know if they're going to be performing to the 14th best team in the league. That's kind of steep for the Saints. So now we have more draft capital in the early rounds of the next draft. But other than that, I'm just going to leave the team the same. We got ourselves some draft capital, trade Stephon Diggs. Amari Cooper's going to be off the team by the end of the year, but cap space should open up for next season. And free agency could be a big one if we do have a good free agent class. So we're going to go ahead and sim to the midseason point, see how things are going with this team. Not expecting much, and probably not going to be great, but as long as we're not good, we should be able to get a high draft pick in this year's draft. So after simming the midseason, week 8, we are 2-5 and not dead last in the AFC East. Actually, we are the second worst team in the AFC. Miami is right behind us. Harold Landry is leading in sacks, tied first with Christian Wilkins with 8, which is actually great. But going against a really good Jets team right now, there are 5-2. We're once again 81 overall, 85 defense, 79 offense. Just going to go ahead and scout the national focus, scout college players, do all of that stuff. But make sure that we are set for this upcoming draft and for the future ahead. It's going to be our first draft class. And last draft class actually at Madden 25. So, but first of the video, and it's going to set the foundation for the next few years. So let's go ahead and do the scouting, and I'll be back with you. So the season did conclude. We actually did not too bad the second half of the season. We finished 6-11, which puts us at 4-6 after the mid-season point in the season. We are the 14th worst team in the AFC, dead last in the AFC East, with a tied record with Miami. Harold Landry is no longer in top 3 in sacks. He had an impressive first half of the season. Things just not turn out his way for the second half. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the players real quick, get the overalls up, and sim to the Super Bowl. So for this first season, playoff bracket, looking at it, we got ourselves a Packers-Chiefs Super Bowl. Chiefs beat the Ravens in the AFC Championship, and Packers beat their division rival Lions in the NFC Championship. There are 8 players ready to negotiate on this team. A lot of these are backups. We're not going to sign any of them, actually. Amari Cooper's not interested. He's 82 overall, regressed from superstar, and a lot of these other guys are up there in age or just not really worth our signing. We have 93 million in cap space. We're going to go ahead and take that into the first week of free agency and see how this free agency class is looking like. For the first week of free agency, right before we go ahead and check it out, right tackle Morgan Moses retires after 12 years. So now we have a void at that right tackle spot. Got to look to fill. At the top, we have Ronnie Stanley, 86 overall. Then it goes down to punter J.K. Scott, Bobby Wagner, and so on. So it's not a great free agency class, but we're going to go ahead and see what we can do with the players available. This is obviously not going to be our final right tackle for the season, but we're just going to pick up a depth piece in Austin Jackson. We're going to go ahead and give ourselves a team-friendly deal, high risk, but we have a void there, and he doesn't have much of a market right now, so we should be up there to sign him $7 million a year. I'm also going to go ahead and pick Tyleik Williams up, a D tackle, 23 years old, Ohio State, 75 overall. We don't have much D tackle position depth, so we're going to go ahead and sign him. Once again, there is not much of a market, so we're going to go ahead and do team friendly. Going to up it to 2 years and just lower the bonus a little bit. and see if he will sign with us. And then lastly, since we did lose Amari Cooper and Stephon Diggs, we do have a bunch of draft capitals. We're going to look to draft a receiver. But for 2 years, we're going to go ahead and just look for Deebo Samuel, see if he can give us some receiver one help. So after that free agency class, the only one that really signed with us was Tyleik Williams. So he's our star D tackle right now at 75 overall. We're going to look to find some more pieces on that defense though, so he might not be the starter come the start of the season. So in this year's draft for the first round, we have the 4th overall pick and 6th overall pick. I'm pretty sure that 4th overall pick is from the Saints, so it was a good gamble. If not, the Saints were 6, but we had the same record as the Dolphins. So I'm pretty sure that 4th overall pick was the Saints, which is really good. We went from 14th to, 4th, and then we have a high 2nd round pick too because of them, which is great. So we're going to go ahead and quickly look at the draft board and see how this draft shapes up. So with our 1st overall pick, we're going to go ahead and pick Parker Lindley. This will be our receiver option for the season. A, catching traffic, C, in catching, B, in deep route. He's a good route runner, elite jumping, elite strength, great speed, lacked in the agility category big time, but he's not terrible in the other one. So we're going to go ahead and pick him up, see how he is. It was an A+ pick, number 4 in true value. Drafted him at number 4, hidden dev, great pick, 93 speed, 95 jumping, 91 change of direction, 85 agility, and that was what he was weak at. 90 excel, 76 athletic strength, and great pickup. He's a little bit older though, at 23 years old. He is 6'4" though. Good pick overall. We're going to go ahead and see what's available at pick number 6. Of course, we're picking at 6, and he is a left end projected in the round 1. He's a round 1-2 talent, so we're going to look to trade back. We can get a lot of value with pick 6 for later in this draft or maybe even next year's draft. So we're going to go ahead and try and find a pick or a trade package that works best for us. We're going to review offers, and then if nothing sticks out, we're going to just go ahead and look for a manual trade. So after looking around the draft packages, we're just going to go ahead and trade with the Niners. They'll get us to pick 13. We get a 4th round pick, a 6th round pick in this year's draft, and then a 7th round pick in 2 years from now. We do trade back a significant amount, but he is projected at pick 14, so hopefully he's there. If not, we'll just find the next best guy. And at pick 6, Nick Drummond was selected by the Niners, so it looked like we should have just sticked and picked. They just move up and pick our guy. So we're going to go ahead and see who's next available that we like. So this might be a reach. We're going to go Brendan Bruce, a left outside linebacker. We need defense, especially with the weekend defense that we got with the ratings and dev traits after the season, all that regression. He has A play rec, A power moves, A pursuit, but physicals, he has a poor excel. Elite strength, which is good, and then solid and good across the board. We're going to go ahead and reach on him. I think it's going to be a reach. We'll see what it is. Yeah, we reached real bad. He was a 36 in true value. We picked him at 13, but we get him at the 13th pick. Sucks that we lost out on the other guy that was a absolute freak athlete, but B- pick, and he is our new left outside linebacker. So with the 4th pick in the 2nd round, I'm going to pick DJ Taylor at tight end. Elite strength, elite change of direction, good speed, good jumping, great excel, great agility. He ranks top 10 in pretty much every single combine event, with his lowest being 11th at broad jump, which is just outside top 10. He has A in awareness, A carrying, A catch, A pass block, which is good, and then a lot of potential A's for other key ratings. We're going to go ahead and draft him. 23rd in true value, pick him at 36. It's good. He's a normal dev, unfortunately, but he is a good tight end. Hopefully he can perform well. He's going to be the replacement to Hunter Henry soon in this offense. So we did a quick trade. We're just going to move back 2 spots, get ourselves a 7th round pick in this year's draft. I'm kind of mixed on a bunch of running backs, so we're just going to trade back a little bit, see what's available at pick 40. And simming past, there's all the running backs still there, so we just accumulated a free 2nd round pick. I wasn't really looking at the guys that they did draft, but I'm going to go ahead and pick between one of the running backs now after getting that extra pick. So after contemplating between the 2 running backs, I'm going to go pick Amani Jeffrey. He is a 22-year-old out of Oklahoma State. He had elite change of direction, elite jumping, solid strength, solid agility, and then great speed and acceleration. He was a receiving back, I think. Oh no, elusive back. The other one is a receiving back. A ball carrier vision, be spin move, be break tackle. Other key ratings aren't the greatest, but he performed well in the combine. We're going to see how he does overall wise and as a pick. He was 11th in true value. We picked him at 40. He's not hidden dev, unfortunately, normal dev, but good pick overall. Could be a high overall pick. Time for that draft recap. First pick that we did have, which was the 4th overall pick, we picked Parker Lindley. He was a 78 overall. Then we went to Brendan Bruce. He was a 74. DJ Taylor, our tight end, was 75. Halfback, Amani Jeffrey, 76. And then Cassius Bennett was our last pick in the 3rd round that we did choose, which was a 74. So we got 2 left outside linebackers. Then we ended up picking from the CPU, DeMar Rhodes, 71. 66, Donald Hawkins, then Henry Hatchett, 70, and then 68, Donovan Ewing, and then Tyrone Charles, 68, 67, Eric Milton. So a bunch of guys, not a lot of offensive linemen. We're going to go ahead and look at the free agency and see if we can pick up any undrafted guys. But that is our draft recap. We're going to go ahead and sim to next week, and which will take us to the 2025 season, which is the current season that we're about to have in the NFL. I went ahead and went to free agency, and upon my eyes was Quinshon Judkins. Just didn't get signed to any team. 22 years old, 1 year experience, and it's going to be a 2nd year. 76 overall. We're going to go ahead and pick him up despite the amount of running backs we have on the team, and maybe he can turn into something, blossom into a good running back. I know he's dealing with some problems off the field, but in the game Madden, he can be great. So let's go ahead and pick him up and take a look at this team, generate the best lineup, and here we go. We have Lindley at that receiver 2. We're going to put him at slot receiver. We might even put him receiver 1. Can I? Yes, I can. So we're going to go put him receiver 1. Running backs, we got Stevenson, Gibson, Henderson, and then Jeffries all the way there at the bottom. And then Hunter Henry, we've got our backup tight end right behind him. Right tackle is weak, so we might go ahead and try and trade for someone. That might be our final thing for this draft. Left outside linebacker, we drafted Bennett, and then Bruce here is starting behind Tavai. We're going to go ahead and put him over Tavai because Tavai regressed. Harold Landry is regressing as well, but we're just going to go ahead and leave it as is. Hatchett is a hidden dev. CPU drafted is a hidden dev. And then Talik Williams, once again, is starting at D tackle. Other guys that we did draft are backup right now. Not the greatest of draft classes. We're going to go ahead and focus on the progression, though, of our receiver, Lindley. We're going to go ahead and put him at the slot receiver if we can real quick. Yeah, so right now he is not even starting. We're going to put him up all the way to the top. We're going to make sure we have a good emphasis on him as our slot guy. We want as much reps and targets to this guy so he can progress fast. Let's go ahead and make a trade for a right tackle, and then we're going to go ahead and sim to the regular season. So making a trade, we're going to trade Trevon Henderson low, a 4th and a 5th, 4th in this year's draft and a 5th in 2 years. For right tackle, Suamitea, I'm not sure how you say that, but 76 overall is a huge upgrade from what we did have. We're going to go ahead and upgrade our lineup real quick, show you guys what it's looking like, and fixing this offensive line up slightly. Is a 77 overall with a boost in morale. For the playbooks, we settled on Cincinnati for the offensive playbook, and then defensive playbook, we're going with Buffalo's with Sean McDermott. And then we're going to leave the schemes the same. Base 3-4 works perfectly. We are not the greatest with the West Coast zone run. We might actually change that. Power run looks way better. Everything else is worse, it looks like. So we're going to just go ahead and change that to West Coast power run. And that is the changes to the coaching we're going to do. So this year we finished 6-11. That is pretty much the same record as last year, but we were 2nd in the division at 6-11, which is insane. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats and awards real quick. Drake May struggled, 3,600 yards, 27 touchdowns, 21 interceptions. Rushing, it was Ramondre Stevenson with 534. Receiving, Demario Douglas was our guy. Parker Lindley just did not get a lot of receptions. 776 yards, 6 touchdowns. We put him at slot receiver and receiver 1, and just absolutely nothing. Sacks, this is bad. Will Campbell has 16 sacks given up, which is terrible. He's supposed to be our guy on that left side. For defense, 5 interceptions for Spillane, 6 for Gonzalez, which is great. Sacks, it was Keon White leading the team with 5. Brendan Bruce, our rookie, 4.5, great from him. Barmore, 4.5. Williams, 4.5. Leading in tackles, it was Spillane, so he had a great season of his own. And yeah, not bad job by this defense. Kicking, our kicker is struggling. 60% from field goal range is bad. And then replaying that football so much is atrocious. 30th offense in the NFL, and then defense, we were 22nd. So as good as our defense was compared to our offense, it wasn't by much. We were still not even average in the league. Predicting a Ravens-Eagles Super Bowl, which is not terribly far off. Lamar could get his first Super Bowl, maybe. We'll see in real life. Yearly awards, MVP goes to Mahomes. Coach of the Year, Sean McDermott. AFC Offensive Player of the Year is Josh Allen. Defensive Player of the Year is Alex Highsmith. And then for the NFC, it is Montez Sweat. And then Jalen Hurts for Offensive Player of the Year. And for the Super Bowl, the Eagles win by a field goal, 31-28, making them 2-time Super Bowl champions. As far as Madden 25, if it was in case in real life, they'd be 3-time Super Bowl champions with that one. I'm going to go ahead and go to the re-sign period, see what players need contracts, but we have a lot of these guys locked up. 8 players want to negotiate, and the best one being Will Campbell. Oh my goodness, don't even get me started, Will Campbell, bro. We need to lock in. 16 sacks given up is crazy. Will Campbell's going to go ahead and test for free agency. Franchise tag would be 25 a year. And yeah, he's probably going to walk. I don't know what contract they gave him. That was 3 years. We didn't even get the 5th-year option on the guy, which is crazy. This roster is something else. Cole Strange, he's up there in age. We're going to go ahead and sign him, though. We need him on the line. Marcus Jones, we can give you a 1 year. We'll go ahead and look for other replacements, though. And then Juwan Bentley for 2 years. That's fine. 31 years old. First week of free agency, and we got a banger. It's Aiden Hutchinson up there at the top. He is not interested at all, but if we can get him, that would be crazy. James Cook is slightly interested. We need a kicker, so Boswell is not a bad option, but he is 36. Punter, a lot of these special teams guys are wanting to be with us, and a lot of older players, of course. We're going to go ahead and scout, though, and I see Cam Little. If you saw, he just kicked a 70-yard field goal, so maybe we'll go ahead and sign him. He's interested. He's 24 years old, so. But we're going to go ahead and look around the NFL and see what teams or players can join our team. This first period, we went ahead and offered Aiden Hutchinson, Ronnie Stanley, Cam Little, Emeka Egbuka, and then Noah Williams, which are all in contention for us. We're leading for Cam Little, Ronnie Stanley. We're up there in the mix with Hutchinson, Egbuka, and Noah Williams. Not expected to really be getting these guys. We're actually not on the hunt at all for Noah Williams and Hutchinson. We're going to go ahead and up those contracts a little bit and then see you guys in the next week. Free agency recap, we didn't get any of the guys we really wanted. We got Cam Little, though, which is great. Replacement for kicker. Ronnie Stanley is our left tackle for now, as Will Campbell leaves. In free agency, we missed out on Hutchinson and some of the other guys we offered. Egbuka goes to the Titans, and Will Campbell ended up going to the Falcons. And then lastly, it was Williams, I think, or Noel something. And then lastly, Noel Williams went to the Falcons at 78 overall, 24 years old. So we missed out on some of the guys we did want, didn't get a lot of players. Hutchinson ended up going to the Chargers, which was the big signing we would have gone or liked, but we didn't get him. We're going to go ahead and send to the draft and use our picks that we do have. We are now starting the NFL draft. We have the 5th overall pick, which is a good high pick, top 5. You can get a lot of talent. We're going to go ahead and see what's available on the board. For our first pick in this year's draft, we're going to pick Cassius Rankin. 23 years old, 309 weight, 6'3" for UCF. He's a D tackle, elite agility, elite change of direction, great speed, great excel, great strength, solid jumping. Pretty good athlete. He's projected top 5. Let's see what he is. He was true value number 2. Picked him at 5. Hidden dev. We got ourselves a new starting defensive tackle on this Patriots team. For the pick in the 2nd round, we're going to pick center Eric Albert to replace our aging center. And he is 80 in true value. We drafted him at 37. That was a reach, but he is hidden development, which is something you want to see in an offensive lineman because you can't develop that at all. Good skills, A, impact, A, run block, B, awareness, B, pass block. C pass block finesse is his weakest, as we see. But yeah, we got ourselves a hidden dev in the second round. We'll go ahead and pick our last pick in the third and then sim the rest of this draft. Final pick we're going to do is Phil Bennett. We scouted him. He is a round 2 to 3 talent. Go ahead and sort over here. Round 2 3 talent, projected 3 and 4 round right outside linebacker Phil Bennett from Auburn, 23, and he has elite excel, elite speed, and you can't teach speed, so let's go ahead and try and pick him up. Good key ratings. I'm going to go ahead and draft him. He has 60 in true value, draft him at 69, and our third hidden dev. That is a good draft class right here. Hopefully we can get a good CPU sim to the end. We're going to go ahead and recap it though as soon as this draft is over. It's time for our second draft recap of the video. We got 78 overall defensive tackle Rankin in the first, 72 center Eric Albert, 73 Phil Bennett. They all had hidden dev. Then we got Dwayne Towns, Teaguin Mann, and Alex Williams. Halfback Teaguin Mann is going to be elusive back, pairs well with our other elusive back, Jeffrey, who's going to start for us. Let's go ahead and look at the roster. Taking a look at the lineup, we have Phil Lindley, by the way. I didn't even mention it. He went up to a superstar, which is great. He's an 81 overall, and he has 2 skill points to spend. Eric Albert is our new center for us. He is a 73 right now with morale looking good. Jeffrey is now starting for us in the running back department. Henry is up there still. We might go ahead and put Taylor up there soon. A lot of these guys are regressing, so we might go ahead and trade them. Like Harold Landry is regressing. Bennett down here at 73, we might put him in a starting role. And a lot of these guys have skill points. Rankin, of course, starting for us. Huge piece in the center of our defense. And yeah, a lot of these guys are regressing, so we're going to go ahead and ship those guys off at the start of this season. We're going to go and sim to the regular season though before we do that. So we end up trading Hunter Henry, Harold Landry, a 3rd and a 6th for a 2027 first round pick from the Saints. Once again, trading with them. They gave us a 4th overall pick in the first round last time. They're projected for 25. I doubt they're going to be that good again. They should be at least in the mid-range of the first round. But now that we have missing holes on this team, we're going to go to free agency real quick and replace those players. So we're going to go ahead and sign Robert Spillane. He performed well for us last year. We're going to sign him again to a 1-year deal. And then for tight end, going to go ahead and sign Harrison Bryant, 73 overall, 29 years old, 7 years experience from FAU. And he'll be our backup tight end in replacement to Hunter Henry, going to our lineup and adjusting everything. After adjusting everything, this is what our offense looks like. Looking good. We now give our tight end Taylor a starting role at tight end, see how he performs at 78 overall. Jeffrey, our running back, will start on the offense as well. And then defensively, Spillane is back at a starting middle linebacker position. And we then shift Bruce to the left outside linebacker. Additionally, we're going to go move Bennett above the other Bennett, 73 overall, but he has the hidden dev, so he should be able to get to a star dev ability. Duggar is also someone I want to look to trade, but for this season, we're not going to worry about it. We re-signed Christian Gonzalez for a 5-year deal. We also signed Carlton Davis to a 2-year deal, as he is age 30, so it's not a big long-term commitment. And then we also re-signed Tyleik Williams, 2-year deal for him, holding it down at that backup D-tackle position for us. Re-signing Marcus Jones to a 1-year deal, solid depth piece for us. Then we re-signed Marte Mapu, who's going to be our starting strong safety as he's progressing now up to a 76 and star development trait. And finally, let's go ahead and lock up our punter for 3 years. It's Bryce Baringer signing with us, our punter, for 3 years. And now we don't have to worry about a punter at all for the rest of this rebuild, hopefully. Once again, we're going against the Browns. They're 4-3. We're 5-2. It's going to be a good matchup. Got good signings up there in the negotiations. But we're going to go ahead and sim now to the playoffs. See how things go. Hopefully, we get that playoff spot. That would be a huge confidence boost for just our team and even me. Like, 3rd year, getting us into the playoffs would be great. But let's go ahead and sim now to the playoffs. And securing a wild card spot, finishing 10-7 with a win versus the Packers and Bills to end the season. It is the New England Patriots. We're up to an 85 overall team, 87 offense. Defense is still at an 84, but this offense is progressing great. Taking a look at the team, Drake May's up to a 90, Jeffrey's at an 80, Lindley is a 91. It is Eric Albert, 82 superstar dev. Great for him. Taylor's up to an 80 on his own. Defensively, it is Rankin. We still do not have his dev trait unlocked. Bennett, 77 star dev. That's great. Christian Gonzalez is a star dev as well. Our safeties, we gotta look to replace them. Jabril Peppers and Duggar are regressing. But man, this team is looking good. Bruce is up to a 79. And yeah, we got some great core pieces on this team. Special teams, 86 Barringer, 82 kicker. But man, this team is great. We're going against the Texans round 1. It's going to be a tough one. We're at NRG Stadium. That's a tough place to play. And Texans do have themselves some playoff experience as of late. 5th seed at 10-7. Which is great, but we do have a later round pick. So if things go wrong, we have to pick later in the draft. Leading the AFC was the Chargers at 11-6. Taking a look at the stats for the season, Drake May is 2nd in passing yards. He's up there in touchdowns as well. And 4th interceptions wise, he only had 10. Rushing, I doubt Jeffrey's on here. For receiving though, Parker Lindley lit it up right behind Stephon Diggs. We traded him away. He's actually balling out really well with the Saints. Parker Lindley got 1,500 yards, 20 touchdowns, which is insane. Absolutely crazy. He's definitely our receiver 1. Great pick to start things off in our draft. As far as the rest of the team, Jeffrey was kind of mediocre. Did get 12 touchdowns on the ground, but 664 yards rushing. For receiving, once again, it's Lindley up top, but following him is Kayshon Boutte with 1,000 yards. Demario Douglas, 962, is also up there. Great touchdowns by all these guys. DJ Taylor was 6 at the tight end position. Played really well. Blocking, it was 8 sacks allowed by Ronnie Stanley, which is not great. Defensively, Spillane is still balling out in tackles. Sacks, it's 8 for Brendan Bruce. That is a career high for him. Christian Gonzalez with 4, Carlton Davis with 4 as well. Tackles for loss, it's Brendan Bruce and Milton Williams up there at the top. And forced fumbles, did we get any? We had 1 from Kyle Duggar, which is great. 11th in offensive yards and 15th in defensive yards. So a huge step up by this Patriots team. Unfortunately, we lose 24-17 to the Texans. It was a tough matchup. We get our contract extended as a coach, and that is a good season to follow and bring momentum towards our next season. We sent to the Pro Bowl. I want to see if our players got any Pro Bowl spots. As far as the AFC, we did not get any QBs, but Parker Lindley gets himself a Pro Bowl selection at receiver, which is great. Offensive line, we don't get anyone at all. And then I don't think we're going to get anyone on defensive end. We actually got Brendan Bruce, which is huge, 79 overall. Our left outside linebacker does make it. Other than that, Christian Gonzalez makes it as well. And that is a great season. For the Super Bowl, it was the Eagles versus the Texans. The winner was the Texans. So we lost to the eventual Super Bowl champion. As far as the yearly awards, Josh Allen MVP, Seth Henry Coach of the Year, Stephon Diggs of the Saints got Offensive Player of the Year. We traded him away, but we did get a good player in return. TJ Watt, Defensive Player of the Year, Travis Fowler, Rookie of the Year, and Jason Graham, Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Colts. CJ Stroud and the Texans get themselves a first Super Bowl win in their franchise's history. We have $116 million in cap space. We got to look to re-sign most of these guys. Let's go ahead and get rolling, and we'll show you guys what we do sign. Milton Williams re-signs. We give him a player-friendly deal. Demario Douglas, we signed him for a 2-year deal, which is a nice, cheap option for us. Mike Owanu, we upped the money a little bit, 3-year deal for him, and he's now locked up for us till he's 33 years old. With $71 million in cap space, the top 3 guys are all punters, which is absolutely not what we want to see. Left guard, Elkin Jenkins is the first non-punter up there, followed by 2 more punters. So we're going to go ahead and look around, see if we can find anyone. But this is not a great free agency to spend it. We're going to sign 78 overall Trevor Etienne, not Travis Etienne, for a nice short-term deal. We could do an absolutely funny thing and re-sign Stephon Diggs, but he is 34 and 81 overall, so he's going to only regress even further. and it's just not a smart thing to do. But that would be so funny if we signed Stephon Diggs after that huge year. As far as receivers go, we're just going to give a short-term deal to Adonai Mitchell, a 2-year deal, 75 overall receiver, and we're going to still look to draft one in the draft. For left tackle, we're going to go ahead and sign Jack Nelson, just to a 1-year deal, 75 overall. Still looking for a draft replacement after Will Campbell walked, but he is a nice little depth option that we can have in the meantime. And then as far as right end, Lucas Van Ness, a 80 overall star dev trait player. We can sign him for a 3-year deal in replace of Keon White, excuse me, which is a good replacement, younger, same overall, and even better in most aspects. We're leading the offers in that category. And then for our final negotiation in this free agency, we're going to go ahead and sign middle linebacker Henry Tuotuo. I think that's how you say his last name. Hopefully I said that right. Might have butchered that terribly, but 2-year deal, and we are going to be at the top of his hunt right there with the Falcons. As far as free agency goes, we do get the guys that we want for the most part. One of them did not sign. We get left tackle Jack Nelson, halfback Trevor Etienne, receiver Adonai Mitchell, and Lucas Van Ness, which is our big contract right there. This year's draft, we have 2 first-round picks because we did trade with the Saints. I forgot about that. 7th overall pick. Oh my goodness. Hunter Henry and Harold Landry, 2 regressing players, and we just absolutely fleeced the Saints again. For our first pick in this year's draft, we're going to go with Daryl Dotson. He has elite change of direction, elite excel, great agility, good jumping, great speed, solid strength. That strength is the only thing lacking. D pass block power and C run block power are his weakest things, but A awareness, A impact block, A run block finesse, B pass block finesse, and B run block. So looking like a solid player. We're going to go ahead and draft him with our first pick in the first round. He's ranked true value 47. Oh, that's a huge whiff. Oh my goodness, normal dev. We kind of sold on that one. I thought that was going to be a good pick, but didn't look to be. For our second first round pick at pick 23, we're going to pick Warren Samuel, 21-year-old from Penn State. Elite acceleration, great in everything else other than jumping, which he's a solid in, and performed well at the combine and pro day. A awareness, A play rec, B man coverage, A zone coverage, A hit power. This could be a big player if we do hit on this one. 24 in true value, drafted him at 23. Hidden dev, that looked like a great pick. Field general, middle linebacker. It's going to help this defense out a lot. For our second round pick, I'm going to pick Alex Finley. He has elite jumping, good in everything else, solid speed, so not the greatest physicals. A pursuit, B hit power, B tackle. Looking at this might be a stupid pick, but I'm going to go ahead and pick him anyways. And skipping, it is 68 in true value, 55. Hidden dev, that's huge. I was not expecting that. That's a good, strong safety pickup in replacement of Jabril Peppers. For the final pick that we do use in this draft, we're going to pick Stephen Mooney. He has elite jumping, elite agility, elite acceleration, solid change of direction, marginal speed, decent strength. So it's kind of flip-flop there. Half is good, half is bad. Catching is an A. Tackles a D. Zone coverage is an F. B's man coverage. D play rec, C press. So it's kind of iffy. We're going to go pick him anyways. He's good athleticism. 125 in true value. Pick him at 119. Hidden dev. Oh my goodness. Those physicals were crazy, and it amounted to a hidden dev development trait, which is great. Puts him to the end of the draft. We could get some good players here, but hopefully the CPU drafts well. Draft recap. Oh my goodness, another year. 73 overall, Daryl Dodson. Kind of flopped on that one. Samuel was a great pick, 75 overall. Finley was 72. Mooney was 69. So those were the ones we picked. The CPU drafted us a halfback, Gilbert Powell from USC, 71 overall. A 22-year-old rookie, which is nice. Nice to pair with Jeffrey in the backfield. Following that is Jonathan Thompson, JoJo Bigsby, and Jermaine Culliver. So that is our draft class for this one. So we trade Jabril Peppers and Bentley, as well as a 4th round pick for Matthews. Matthews looked to be a rookie. I'm not exactly sure, but he had superstar dev, and that's a 75 overall wide receiver. So he is going to move quickly up the depth chart. And he's probably going to be a receiver 3. I think he's going to be, yeah, he's above Adonai Mitchell, 76 with the overall boost from morale. And he has a skill point upgrade to use. That is a crazy steal. We just traded a regressing Jabril Peppers and a regressing middle linebacker. Let's go ahead and generate best lineup. Oh my goodness, wait, is Samuel hurt? No! Warren Samuel has a broken tailbone. He's going to be out for 3 weeks. So our middle linebacker spot is absolutely like terrible. It is weakened heavily because of that injury from the preseason. Strong safety or free safety is not good at all. We're going to look to flip either Mapu or Finley. I think I'm going to flip Martin Mapu to the free safety. Hopefully he doesn't drop in overall too much. He actually stays the same at a 76 overall. Finley is going to start for that strong safety spot, which is his natural position, and he has the development trait, which is great. Other than that, this middle linebacker spot is kind of concerning, but within 3 weeks, Samuel should be back up and running. So as we're weak at middle linebacker, I'm going to go ahead and sign Caden Ellis. He's 33 years old, so he's going to regress, but we just need him at the meantime. 79 overall is not bad. Normal dev, obviously, but could be a good piece to have just for the time being until Samuel gets back, because we need him desperately. Oh my goodness, we finished 9-8, great half to the season, and we secured the 7th seed. So now we're a wild card team going against this juggernaut Jacksonville Jaguars team, 13-4. Look at the bracket. It was the Ravens that got a bye week, Eagles a bye week on the NFC side, and Bills, Jets, Patriots, AFC teams in the playoffs. Drake May, 4,100 yards, good season, 36 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Rushing, Amani Jeffrey has almost 700 yards, 12 touchdowns on the ground. Drake May, 500 yards on the ground, 5 touchdowns. Good running from him. Parker Lindley steps down a little bit, of course, from that 1,500 season, 15 touchdowns and almost 1,200 yards. Matthews, the guy that we picked up, got 9 touchdowns and almost 1,000 yards. Demario Douglas, 7 touchdowns, 800 yards. DJ Taylor gets himself 4 touchdowns, almost 700 yards. And Amon Jeffrey does some nice work at the running back position, as well as Trevor Etienne. Bill Bennett, 108 tackles, leads the team. That was a rookie, I think, or maybe second year. Sacks, oh my goodness, 11 sacks by Brendan Bruce. He's actually going crazy. He also got an interception. Alex Finley gets 2. Carlton Davis gets 2. Bruce, Ellis, Bennett, Mapu. Where in the world is Christian Gonzalez? Did he play all the games? Or was he out? No, he was 17 games played. Wow, he just did not get an interception. That's uncharacteristic of him. But yeah, tackles for loss. Brendan Bruce with 21. Van Ness with 17. 6.5 sacks for him as well. Rankin, 13. Tackles for loss and 5 sacks. That is a great draft pick right there. Caden Ellis, also a great free agency pickup at the start of the season. His wildcard matchup is the Jaguars versus the Patriots at Everbank Stadium. It's going to be a hard one. If we can get past the wildcard, that would be crazy, but this Jaguars matchup is going to be tough, and we lose 16-14. It was so close. They're not a high-scoring team, it looks like, but we do lose in the wildcard. That's 2 wildcard appearances so far in this episode. 46-17, the Eagles absolutely demolished the Chiefs. There was no way they won that one. That's almost identical to how the Super Bowl went this year. Jalen Hurts with the Super Bowl MVP and MVP, 3-time Super Bowl champion Eagles. For Coach of the Year is Doug Pearson. Jalen Hurts, of course, Offensive Player of the Year. Nick Bosa, Ross Snow, and then Keith Freely to end out the awards. We now head to the re-sign period. I think we got most of our guys. We do have to pick up the 5th-year options. I forgot to do that. So let's go ahead and do that right now. 5th-year option for Parker Lindley. You are going to be on the team. His interest, though, is low. We need to get that up. Brendan Bruce is a superstar. Oh my goodness, that's huge. Kingsley, we're going to go ahead and try and sign him. 3 years, maybe 4 years. Can we get 4 years out of him? Salary up a little bit. And he wants to test free agency. We probably should have raised the money a little bit for him. Other guys on this team, I don't really want to sign. Marcus Jones, he's kind of regressing. He's a 76. We got to start looking for corners in the draft. Ken Ellis didn't do too bad, but you're regressing as well. We're just going to look to free agency. We still have good cap space. We're looking for a good free agency class so we can spend most of it. Let's go ahead and sim, and hopefully it's good. And it's not terrible. Quinyon Mitchell, 28 years old, 92 overall. That could be the guy that we go all in for. Or we could go Cooper DeJean. 2 Eagles corners are on the market. Ladd McConkey is right there too. But we did get a receiver. I don't know if I want to go for him. TJ Watt is in free agency. Bunch of punters and a ton of other talent. Let's go ahead and go through free agency and show you guys who we offer. For left guard, I'm going to sign Zion Johnson, 29 years old, out of Boston College. Star Dev, 80 overall. We might move him to the right guard, left guard position, just depends. Mason Smith, 26 years old, 83 overall. I want to pick him up. If I can get him for a 4-year deal, that would be huge. He is interested, and oh my goodness, we are leading. We might actually just lower the money a little bit because we're leading by so much. Let's go 4 years, up the money a little bit. This is going to be the big signing of the video if we can get him. We are leading this thing over the Colts, Bucks, and Panthers. Kind of curious who's going for Quinyon Mitchell. Is that even possible? We could get him for a year. I'm not going to do it though. That would be so much corner power if we do get him. That'd be crazy. Lastly, I'm going to go ahead and pick up strong safety Tyler Nubin. Shout out to the Giants safety. Let's go ahead and give him a 2-year deal. And maybe we can get him. We're leading Titans, so we could get him. Let's go ahead and sign Cam Little, though. 26-year-old. We need a kicker. Cooper DeJean was right there. We upped the money and everything. And he chose a team that was under us. I'm going to go ahead and pick up Clark Phillips III. He'll be our corner pickup, man. Carlton Davis is regressing. He's an 80 overall, 27-year-old. And we're leading in the hunt versus the Raiders. Hopefully he signs with us. That would be ideal if he does. For signings, Cam Little signs with us. Clark Phillips signs with us. Zion Johnson does as well. On top of the other guys we said earlier, Mason Smith, Luther Burden, and Tyler Nubin. So good signings overall. Now we need a huge draft class. I want to get this Titan. This Titan's going to be so good. This is more of a luxury pick than a need, but we do want a backup tight end. So we can run a 2 tight end set. We're going to go Heath Woods and try and trade into the first. Hopefully this guy's good. 49 in true value. Still hidden dev. That's good pick. I simmed to pick 21 and Kevin Kilroy, the guy that we wanted, got picked. So we're not going to trade into the first round. We're just going to sim to the next user pick and hopefully we get a good guy in the second round. I might reach here. This is pick 19 in the second round. Daniel Ferris, 22 years old, out of Alabama. He has elite speed, great strength, great acceleration, good agility, a solid change of direction, and marginal jump. But his skills are not bad. A awareness, A finesse, A stamina, B play rec, and B zone coverage. C pursuit is the lowest one that is final scouted. This could be a good pick. We need a middle linebacker too. He's projected round 2 to 3. Hopefully it's not a reach. And he's ranked true value number 10. Hidden dev. Oh my goodness, what a pick. Daniel Ferris. For the 3rd round pick, we're going with a polished corner. And he's all right. It's nothing crazy. He's just the most polished out of all the corners that are on the board. It is Eric Brown. I was considering Ed McGill just because of his athleticism. But I'm going to go Eric Brown. It's a safer pick. 22 years old out of Northwestern. I'm not expecting much from him. 77 in true value, 83 in the pick, and we get normal dev out of him. It's kind of what I was expecting. Hopefully he's a decent overall. He might get a little bit of playing time, but that is it for our draft, and it's up to the CPU to finish it off. This draft recap is not bad at all. It's Heath Woods, 73 overall at the start. 76, Daniel Ferris for the middle linebacker 2, which is great. Eric Brown, corner, 71. They draft us a running back in the 4th round. DeMar Shelton, 75 overall. Normal dev, not hidden. As far as the other picks, it is Chris Bethel and Antoine Lewis. Nothing really notable there. Huge trade. We're trading for Kool-Aid McKinstry. We're giving Mapu a 1st round pick this year, a 3rd round pick next year, a 5th round pick the year after that, and then a 5th round pick from next year. To the Saints, of course, it's the Saints. They are guys hooking us up with the fleeces all the time. Kool-Aid McKinstry is the guy that we're going to get, 88 overall, to pair alongside Christian Gonzalez. And now I'm going to look for a big trade and splash for a running back. I was thinking about trading for a guy. We're just going to sign one instead. Amarian Hampton, halfback in free agency, normal dev. Nothing crazy, just more depth on the team. We're going to sim the regular season, and this might be the year. We have Lindley, Matthews, Douglas as the receivers, Taylor and Woods at tight end, Dotson, Awanu, Albert, Zion Johnson, Nelson on the offensive line, Drake May at quarterback, of course, Jeffrey there once again at running back. Now for the defense, it's a little weaker. We got Newbin, Finley. We got Bruce, Samuel, Ferris, Bennett. Gonzalez is now a star dev. Van Ness, Rankin, Williams, Kool-Aid McKinstry. This is a nasty corner duo right here. And then we got Clark Phillips. It looks like Carlton Davis is no longer on the team. And that is the overall team. Special teams, we signed a guy, Cam Little. It's our kicker. Barnger's punter has been the whole rebuild. This team I have hope in. Let's go ahead and sim to mid-season. 5-2 at the mid-season mark. And we are leading in the AFC East. This is a huge, huge start to the season. Our best record yet. We win the AFC East 11-6 as the 4th seed in the AFC. Once again, we go against the Colts, who are the 5th seed in the AFC. Texans get the bye. This is a good opportunity. We have home field advantage in this one. We got to take advantage. 11-6 Colts. We're an 87 overall team. Final stats, almost 4,000 for May. 29 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Down year from him. Amani Jeffrey comes back out of nowhere. 5 touchdowns for 630 yards. Receiving, Parker Lindley with 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Demario Douglas, 4 touchdowns. Matthews was 7. They're both close to 1,000 yards. And then lastly, Taylor, 4 touchdowns, 652 yards. Blocking, 16 sacks from Jack Nelson. This left tackle position is cursed on this team. Leading in tackles, Phil Bennett is a absolute unit. Sacks, 10 sacks for Mason Smith. Cassius Rankin, 6.5. Interceptions, 3 for Gonzalez, 2 from Clark Phillips, and then 1 from a bunch of other guys. Season recap, Eagles win again. Devontae Smith with the MVP for this one. Allen wins MVP. Daboll, Coach of the Year. Allen, Offense Player of the Year. Hutchinson, Defense Player of the Year. Etienne wants to resign. I'm going to sign him. He actually had a good little spark at the start of the season. He signs. Talik Williams will sign you. 2-year deal. And he stays. I think we just go all out on a receiver. Devontae Smith comes off a Super Bowl MVP. He's interested in joining us. Let's sign him for a 2-year deal. He's interested, and we lead massively in the negotiations. Lastly, Jake Ferguson. He's 31 years old, so he's up there in age. Superstar dev, though. 87 overall. If we get him, that would be huge. Let's go 2 years, lower the bonus a little bit. He's semi-interested. We're up there in the hunt. That could be a play if we do get him. So we're going to go Evol the period, see if they sign. And we get Devontae Smith and Murphy. It looks like Jake Ferguson, he went to the Bucks. Grant Scott goes to the Cardinals, so we're unable to offer to them. But we get some huge pieces on the offense to add some more offensive firepower to this team that needs it. For our 2nd round pick, pick 21, we're going to go pick Chuck Savage. It's a bunch of solid, good, and greats at free safety. Just adding more depth to the secondary is a key priority. True value 41, pick 53, hidden dev free safety. That is huge. We can now have some flexibility with Newbin and Finley in the back end of the secondary. My final pick is going to be Marquise Callahan, Auburn, 23-year-old, 6'3", right end. And he has a bunch of solids, goods, and greats across the board. A bunch of B's, C's, D's, F block shed, F stamina. It's not going to be a great pick, but he is 135 true value, picking up 149 normal dev player. Just more depth in the later rounds. Draft recap. This is probably our weakest draft so far. 74, Chuck Savage. 72, Carlos Castro. Marquise Callahan was a 68. And then it drafted Stephen Griffin in the late round. Rookie, Washington, normal dev, 22-year-old. So nothing crazy, but we did get Chuck Savage, which was a hidden dev, probably our best pick, and that provides us with some flexibility in the secondary. Castro was a normal dev center, so he's just a backup. It was an auto-drafted pick. I forgot to pause the timer. I guess I must have resumed it. But yeah, let's go ahead and sim to the regular season. We got ourselves a week 1 matchup, Sunday night prime time versus the Ravens. We're an 85 overall. There was a player I did want to trade, but I'm not going to trade him just yet. It was Williams on the defensive line, Milton Williams right here. He regressed in dev trait. He's 31 years old, so he's only going to go down. I want to trade him, but we have big contracts coming up, so I don't know how much I can take on. Zion Johnson's hurt on that offensive line. Defense is pretty much the same. Savage is the backup at free safety. A2 Finley too, that's actually pretty good. But other than that, I really got to find a way to find a crazy pass rusher, because maybe that's what we're missing. We have 84 in cap space. We need to negotiate with a lot of players. These top 4 or 5 guys. Parker Lindley's the big one. We got to lock him up. 5 years. Give us some flexibility here. Let's up the money slightly. Offer's getting tempting, so we might be able to sign him. Eric Albert, I want to sign you. 3 years would be ideal. I'll just up that a little bit. And he re-signs. Brendan Bruce from Oregon, our left outside linebacker. Let's give him a 5-year deal. And he gets the offer accepted. Phil Bennett wants 5 years. We'll give ahead and give that to you. And he signs. We end up finishing the season 5-12, so we do find some wins. We have a high draft pick, but honestly, that might be a good thing because we still have our first round pick, and then we can draft highly in the first, and that will be what pushes us over the edge. We're an 87 overall team, finishing 5-12, which is crazy. But yeah, let's go ahead and sim to the re-sign period. We gotta re-sign our guys. We freed up some cap space, so we should be able to. But let's go ahead and see. Recap of the season. The Ravens beat the Saints. Roquan Smith is the MVP of that Super Bowl. Josh Allen, Clyde Holland, Lamar Jackson, Aiden Hutchinson, Christopher Franklin, and Reggie Hughes. Time to negotiate. We have little cap space. We got to find a way to re-sign Parker Lindley. He wanted more money, so let's go ahead and up it. And he wants to play for a new team next year. Yikes. We might franchise tag you. We have to give so much in free agency. But 42 million franchise tag? Yeah, we're going to look at free agency. Warren Samuel, we're going to pick your 5th-year option. Injuries have been a problem for him, though. Daryl Dodson, might as well pick you up. Van Ness is what I wanted to pick up. For 2 years, that's not bad. It's going to regress, but these are just some pieces that we need around the team. Clark Phillips, 1-year deal, that's fine. And then lastly, let's get Luther Burden. I think that will be the final one. Actually, no, Zion Johnson. We'll sign you to a 1-year deal. We're going to re-sign Cam Little for let's do 5 years. We'll just lower the money a little bit. And he signs. And then we'll just re-sign Bryce Baringer. It's punter. Doesn't really matter. We'll just give you a ton of money. And he accepts. So that is all we're going to sign. Luther Burden, Clark Phillips. Clark Phillips doesn't want to sign. And then Luther Burden, we could give you a deal, but I'm going to look in free agency. So we have 34 million. Lindley is our guy that we need. He is not interested though. Olsen could be a possibility if we don't get Lindley. Lindley is so good though. We need him. We'll do 5 years. Just up the money as much as possible. I don't know what else we can really do. He's not interested at all. We're leading in the hunt. We could give a little bit more money. Let's do this. Just a little more. And then that will be our final offer. We're leading versus the Dolphins. I just hope he signs. Other than that, we have absolutely no money to spend. So we're going to sim a week. Please sign Lindley. If we lose him, that will be such a big loss. He doesn't sign. We give him more money, we give him more years, and he takes less to go to Miami. Oh my goodness. And we couldn't even offer on Anthony Olsen because we simmed and he signed. We'll do Travis Hunter, do a 3-year deal, lower the money a little bit, I guess. That will be our receiver option. We're in the hunt. So I simmed, did the eval thing. Now there is Travis Hunter's gone. He is a Panther. So we're going into the season with no receivers. Our running game is terrible, and nothing is going our way. That's about the gist of what's happening. Pull off a trade. I trade for my boy Malik Neighbors. We give up our first-round pick, a second next year, and a fourth the year after that. For 94 overall Malik Neighbors, he's under contract. We're able to afford him. Guys get back-to-back picks in the first. We get our receiver 1, and we're assuming to our next pick in the second round. For our second round pick, we're going to go pick Joe Fields. He's a round 1 to 2 talent. We're picking him early in the second. Physicals, he has great and goods across the board, and solid in there, and then a bunch of B's and A's. Good tackling as well in pursuit. We pick him 42 in true value. Pick him at 46 normal value, or dev trade, excuse me, for the second round pick. For the final pick that I will do in this year's draft, I'm going to pick Hunter Watson, 23 years old, 6'4", LSU, right guard. We need some linemen. He has elite agility, elite change of direction, and elite jumping. Good speed, good excel, solid strength. That's perfect. Pass block power, of course, is a little weaker. His finesse, his impact blocking, his run block, all A's and B's. Pass block finesse up there is a B. C and stamina. We're going to pick him. Hopefully he's good. 56 in true value, drafted him. And he's a hidden dev. You love to see it. Right guard. That is what we need. This year's draft recap. Joe Fields, 74 overall. Hunter Watson, 73 overall. Caleb Theory, I think that's how you say it, 68 overall. Brandon Hardwick is a 23-year-old, 64 overall. And then Brandon Brackens is 65 overall. I just pulled off a crazy trade. I just traded 2 firsts, a second, a third, and a sixth. We're getting Aiden Hutchinson. We now have a crazy defensive line. Or it was Joe Fields. That was the guy who we picked. Hutchinson left end. We got Smith in the inside. Rankin, D-tackle 1. Van Ness on the opposite side. Bennett, Samuel, Bruce. Finley, Savage, Gonzalez, McKinstry. This defense is loaded. Oh my goodness. This offense is the weak part. We got Malik Neighbors. That is our new pickup. Devontae Smith is still decent. Matthews is not too bad either. Murphy's our starter running back. Got Etienne in the backfield. May got to step up. We got to step up. Offensive line is probably the weakest thing. The right tackle is not the greatest. That is the weakest position on this team. Oh my goodness. We went 13-4. We're the 1 seed in the AFC. Oh my goodness. Hutchinson, 22 sacks. That was a great trade that we just pulled off. Stats and awards. We got to check this out. 11th in passing yards, 4,400 yards from Drake May. If you keep playing like that, 35 touchdowns, 9 ints. If you keep playing like that, we could win something. Taylor Murphy, Drake May, Etienne. I don't know what's going on with the run game, because 450 yards with Taylor Murphy and Drake May is right behind you. That's kind of sad. Murphy has 8 touchdowns, 7 touchdowns with May, 5 with Etienne. They get touchdowns, they just don't get the yards. Receiving, Devontae Smith, 1,500 yards, 19 touchdowns, 1,000 yards from Malik Neighbors. Keith Woods, 729. Allen Matthews, just over 700. 6 touchdowns for him, 3 touchdowns for Woods. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. For blocking, 16 sacks allowed from Dotson and 11 from Griffin. Albert was 7-6 from Johnson. That is bad. Like, we are allowing too many sacks. Defense, Phil Bennett is just a tackling machine. Tackles for loss goes 15 to Rankin. 22.5 for Hutchinson. 7.5 from Brendan Bruce. Mason Smith was 7.5. Rankin was 6.5. 4 for Van Ness. And then 2s, 1-1s, halves across the board. Interceptions. Oh my goodness. Finley with 5. crazy. Bennett with 3. That's a crazy year from Bennett. Bruce with 2. Gonzalez with 2. McKinstry with 1. This defense is nasty. I need to see these rankings. Kicking, actually not so good, 66%. And then punting, 49 punts. 11th offense yards in the NFL. And defense number 5. That is what I'm talking about. Big step up. Sim past the wild card. We have a bye week too. First seed gives us the bye week. Oh my goodness, dude. I don't have to worry about the wild card. I have to worry about the divisional. We get automatic bye to the divisional. We don't have to be wild card knockouts. This is good. This is so good. We're going against the Bengals though. They're tough in Sim. 89 overall team versus their 88 overall team. How's that even make sense? 91 offense, 85 defense. We have an 88 offense, 92 defense. We should be 90 overall. They should be less than 88. I don't understand that Madden math right there. But I'm going to Sim. We just got to cross our fingers. Hopefully we win and we get to the conference championship. This will be our first conference championship of the video if we do win. Please, please. We just sold a perfectly good season. We had a weekly award winner in Aiden Hutchinson, 2 sacks. What happened? Bro, we lost by a field goal to the Bengals. Oh my gosh, bro. We're literally never going to make it to the Super Bowl if we keep playing like this. That Sim is crazy. We just lost to them. Our defense gave up so many points. Colts won versus Seahawks. We got Coach of the Year, which is nice. Hutchinson, Defense Player of the Year. Burrow MVP. Nakua, Rams, Offensive Player of the Year. Then Salas and Sherman. And once again, Colts won a Super Bowl versus the Seahawks. Good for them. I wish I was there too. I wish I was winning a Super Bowl. Let's go Matthews, 85. We up the years. We save a little money. He's going to stay around. I'm going to secure Mason Smith. Just up the years like a ton. And then we're just going to lower the money as much as I can. All right. Will he accept? He accepts that. Okay. That's great. We just have no money for free agency. Let's just go with Blair. Let's not overthink it. Let's go with the highest overall guy from Georgia. 2 years. Lower the money a little bit. And we sign you, maybe. We're in the hunt with Colts. I think that's the move. He's a scheme fit, so we'll just go with him. We'll go 2-year deal and just lower the money. I'm actually going to go with Troy Fontenot. That was probably who we're going to go. 2 years, lower the money. He wants, like, nothing. We're not in the hunt anymore for Marlon Blair. Let's go ahead and up it a little bit. Like that. We can give you 4 years, honestly. Honestly, Devontae Smith, you did us well. We're just going to give you 1 year, and we're going to lower the heck out of this money. It's not a crazy contract, but no one's offering you, so if you want to sign with us, you can. Final thing, I'm going to go get a corner. I'm going to go Ernest Reed. Reedy, whatever it is. We'll do 2 years, lower the money. That is it. That is all we're doing. We'll evolve the period. We'll see who signs with us. Marlon Blair does sign with us, which is nice. And then we'll evolve the period again. And targeted Harrison Smith, still not signed. We'll sim to the draft. This might be the year. I keep saying that every year, but this team is so strong. I don't know how we don't do it. So final signings, Devontae Smith signs, Harrison signs, Blair signs, and Fontenot signs with us. A bunch of restructuring down there. Okay, I'm only going to pick in the 3rd round here. First round and 2nd round, we didn't have anything, so we went all the way back into the 3rd. There's honestly not that many good guys. We're just going to go vertical threat. Colby McAllister, he had A catch in traffic, which is nice to see. Greats and goods across the boards. Decent strike, marginal change of direction. He had an F impact block, but A's, B's, C's across the board. We're going to go ahead and select him in the back of the 3rd round. He's 159 true value, 92 drafted position. That was a terrible pick. And that's going to be our only pick because I'm going to let the CPU carry it on. That is a not so good third round pick. Hopefully our last draft recap. 67 overall McAllister. That was a terrible pick. I just whiffed on that one. Charles McBride, the receiver, drafted in the fourth round, excuse me. Poindexter, 65 overall. Sapp, D tackle, 64. Middle linebacker Freeman, 64 overall as well. I think I overpaid massively, but we did get a strong safety. We got Terry, 87 overall, superstar, strong safety. He's young. He's under contract for a while. Second round pick and a first round pick. That first round pick made it go way too easily. I feel like I could have given a little less than that second, or maybe even just a first for that. We got ourselves a strong safety, and we're going to look real quick for an offensive lineman, and that should wrap things up. For free agency, we're going to sign a left guard, Steve Avila. I think that's how I say his last name. Veteran, get him on a cheap deal. And finally, we're going to sign DJ Glaze, right tackle, also a veteran. Get himself a right tackle for this team, 79 overall, 6'4". After those additions to the team, this is what the offensive line looks like. We're going to go ahead and sim to the start of the regular season. We've traded so much draft capital. We give neighbors a first, a third, and a sixth, all in about 2 or 3 years. And we get Keon Coleman, X Factor, and he's younger, and he's on a longer deal, so we can hopefully take advantage of that team salary. Your season recap: it's Colts winning the Super Bowl, Anthony Richardson with the MVP, Dan Quinn, Roma Dunze, Abdul Carter, Stefan McIntyre, and then Bob McCollum, all winning awards. And now let's go to stats and awards. See how the team performed. Drake May, oh my goodness, every time our team does bad, it is because of quarterback play. Drake May struggles. Taylor Murphy, this is the first time we've ever had like a rusher over 800 yards, and it's Taylor Murphy doing good. Keon Coleman does well. Matthews does well. Woods is okay. Blair. Did we even use Devontae Smith? Was he even on the team? Was he hurt? I thought we signed him. Or maybe he was gone. Never mind. Maybe I'm going crazy. Dodson with 11 sacks allowed. Phil Bennett leads in tackles again. Hutchinson, 7 sacks. Is that because he played little games? No. He just struggled. Interceptions for Gonzalez, which is great. Tackles for loss, ranking with 15. 24 offense. And like 18th defense. 4th in defense, bro. Our defense was so good. Oh my gosh, we're just selling a great defensive performance because our offense doesn't want to lock in. Oh my gosh. We have $2 million in cap space. I can't even accept this. Can I accept the 5th-year option? Okay, I can. Oh my gosh, bro. We lose McKinstry. We lose Warren Samuel. Everything's falling apart. No. No. And we have no draft capital for this. Oh my gosh. What else can go wrong? We have 40 million. That's actually so much. That's actually really good. Kool-Aid McKinstry, I'll prioritize you. 2 years. And he gets the offer he wants. Great. Warren Samuel. Please. Oh my goodness. 5 years. Lower the money just slightly, please. And he's going to test free agency. No. Let's try to lock up Ferris. I'll do 5 years. Lower the money a little bit. And he's going to free agency. So we got to look for linebackers in free agency. Woods. I don't even want to sign you. You're an 82 overall. I thought you were going to be better. I'm going to keep DJ Glaze for a year. Just lower the money. He's interested in us, so we'll sign him. And nope. We got a little too cheap. Okay. We're going to look to do so. 4 million. Let's lower the money slightly. It's not a terrible offer. Where does that put us? Giants are so far ahead. We're just going to leave that offer where it is. I put in a pretty penny for Samuel, and we're 2nd in the hunt. He's probably going to be a tie-in. I didn't go for Ferris. Settle for less because we let our best middle linebackers walk with a low salary cap. We're up there in the hunt with JoJo Hutchins. Hopefully he signs. There is a left outside linebacker with round 1 to 2 talent in the 3rd round. Elite speed. This left outside linebacker is good. He has a bunch of A's. The only thing that I see that's bad is the deep power moves. We're going to sign him. Niles Holloman. He should be good. 44 in true value. Picked him at 73. Normal dev, but he's round 1 to 2 talent. Could be good. We could shift him to linebacker. We're going to see what happens. Another draft recap. More than I would have wanted. But Hollyman is 73 overall. Stapleton is 68. Lincoln is 67. And that does it for the 3 picks that we had. Halfback, left guard, left outside linebacker. For halfback, I'm going to pick up this 94 speed guy. He's 78 overall. Stephen Fletcher, 5-year experience from Ohio State. You are our running back for the season. The highest overall guy. Dayan Henley, 10-year vet, 33 years old from Washington State. You're on the team now. Zion Johnson's still here. 77 overall. Might as well just pick you up. Former guy, you know the playbook. Our terrible playbook. That should do it. That's going to be it. We're going to have to change our scheme. We're going to shift our playbook to the Chiefs. It's a power run West Coast scheme, which fits with our offensive scheme. Buffalo is still going to be our defense. We've had a good defense with it. I'm going to sim to the regular season and show you guys our lineup. So the team, Fletcher is our running back. May is our quarterback. Coleman, Matthews, Blair, our top 3. Albert's up there still. Watson, Harrison, Fontenot, and Johnson. Tomlinson up there at tight end. The line's okay. The running back game's not great. Defense is our best part. We got Henley now. Bruce, Bennett, Fields, Rankin, Smith, Hutchinson, McKinstry, Gonzalez. Never mind. Terry is the superstar behind McKinstry. Once again, Terry's a strong safety savage. Free safety. This team's good, man. Just not getting results. I need results, man. So we trade for a running back. I want a running game. So we're going to pick up Drummond from the Bengals. Maurice Drummond. Give a bunch of picks. And let's upgrade the roster. Gonna have to cut a player. It's probably gonna be a backup running back. Never mind. We're gonna cut Tommy Cook. Save us over 500,000 in cap space, and he's a 59 overall, taking up space on our team. So you're done. And let's go to the adjust lineup and make it the best possible. Oh my goodness. We secured a spot in the wild card versus the Texans. Getting some deja vu because this happened last time. I think we were 10-7 though when it happened. We secured the 6th seed actually. 7th seed went to the Jaguars. Oh my goodness, man! Thank goodness we're in the playoffs. We're gonna sim this season. We're gonna sim the week. We're gonna sim this week versus the Texans. They're at home. Please win. Oh my gosh, we just won a playoff game. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we just beat the Texans. Oh my gosh, we just won a playoff game. We haven't done that all episode. Goodness. Oh, by 20-17. We beat them at home. We upset them. 339 offensive yards gained. Outduel CJ Stroud, extra touchdown. We do throw an int. Harding leads the way on the rushing end. Receiving goes to Michael, but Connor Tomlinson, our tight end, has the exact same yards. 2 touchdowns from Coleman. Dude, our offensive line is atrocious. 2 sacks given up by Harrison. It's actually just him, though. Tackles, Henley did good. Sacks, 2 from Will Anderson, 1 from Hutchinson, 1 int from Cruz. Oh my gosh, we just made it. Oh, we won a playoff game. Now we have to go against the Ravens, and they're so good in sim. If we beat the Ravens, we can go to the Super Bowl. Please. Please. Oh my goodness, this challenge is going to take forever, bro. Season recap. Giants win the Super Bowl. James Buckley is the MVP. Para for the Seahawks won MVP. Bob Bates for the Browns. Franklin Hutchinson, Defense Player of the Year for us. Murphy and Bridges. We have to re-sign Drake May. He's a superstar now. I could sign you 2 years. You're actually not that expensive, surprisingly. Just change the money a little bit. Drake May signs. We got our quarterback. I'll probably sign Harrison, honestly, to a year deal. Just bolster up our offensive line, keep it the same. Fontenue, you are a Patriot. Okay, I could evil this right now. We're in the hunt. We're leading. Please sign, dude. I need him to sign. Can we get him? Oh my gosh, we got Hutchinson. That's huge. That's so huge. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness. I'm going to sign Dominic Pooney. He's 34, so he's going to regress, but just get some depth. He's a star, 83 overall, right guard. Hopefully he signs. For my pick, I'm going to be selecting John Morgan, the corner, and hopefully he turns out good. 57 true value. It's actually great. Normal dev, though, from Oklahoma, 22 years old, 6'3" slot corner. Time for that draft recap. We got ourselves a corner, John Morgan, 73 overall, 66, Dakota Geddes, and Joe Merritt. I actually looked at our lineup. He was actually hidden depth from Purdue, rookie, left end. So that's great. Like to see it. But that's the draft class. Oh, please, bro. I need this to be the year. I want to go crazy. For middle linebacker in free agency, we're going to sign Ivan Pace Jr., 77 overall, 11-year vet at this point in the year. And then we're going to sign corner Jahdae Barron, Texas corner, 9 years experience so far in the sim. All right, so we have a home game, Sunday Night Football, prime time versus the Jaguars, 86 overall team. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. It's pretty much the same. We haven't really done much changes to it. Other than the signings, Keon Coleman, Matthews, Blair, May, superstar, Drummond, offensive line is solid. Tomlinson's up there to a superstar. 3 superstar X factors on this defense. We got Brendan Bruce, Rankin, and Hutchinson. We've got Smith, Fields, Bennett, Ivan Pace Jr., Savage, Gonzalez, McKinstry, and Terry. This team is good, and we still find ourselves at an 86 overall. Maybe another corner, maybe a quarterback. Those are probably the biggest things. Drake May hasn't cut it for us all simulation. He just has not been doing it for us. So we gotta look for quarterbacks. We'll look around, see if any are available that we could potentially grab and help elevate our team. Huge trade just went down. We trade with the Giants. It's Drake May and Pewdie. We get a quarterback, Schaefer. We also throw in a first, a second, and a second. So 3 seconds, a first, and May, Pewdie, and Schaefer. We go younger. We get a higher overall player, superstar, X Factor. I'm pretty sure. I can double check that. I know he at least has star on him. But yeah, okay, he is a star. Never mind. He was not superstar, X Factor. So we downgrade in development trade, we upgrade in overall. So now we get a better quarterback. I'm hoping this is what changes things. Drake May's done good for us, but we just never gotten over the edge. You know, he's not had a lot of playoff success with what we've had as a team. This defense is really good, and we need to capitalize on it before things go south, because this team is getting expensive and it's really good, and players are going to want more money. At midseason point, if things don't go well, we're shipping Aiden Hutchinson because he's going to regress, and I can't take it anymore. So we're going to go ahead and sim to midseason. Please be good. I've been needing a good season for a while. Yeah, let's just hope things go well. We are 6-1 at the midway point. This is great. Let's look at the stats real quick. This couldn't be better. Oh my goodness, this guy's actually insane. 8th in passing yards, 18 touchdowns, 1,800 yards. This is going well. 400 yards for Drummond, 4 touchdowns. Receiving, Coleman is leading the team as he should. 10 touchdowns for him. blocking is not great whatsoever. A bunch of sacks given up. But for this defense, oh my goodness. Rankin was 7. Bruce with 6.5. Hutchinson is 3.5. A trade still might be on the table for him, especially next season. He's good, but he's going to be 35, I think. He might be 35. He's 34 or 35. And I don't know how long that X Factor is going to stay on him. He's still a 99 though, so that's actually really good. Maybe we won't trade him. I haven't seen someone stay at a 99 Superstar X Factor for that long, but he is dominating, so we'll keep him there. 87 overall team. It's going well. I'm not going to change anything. We just need to make it to the playoffs and go crazy. We need to go crazy. If we make it to the Super Bowl, I'm playing in the Super Bowl. I'm not even going to take a risk of simming it. I'm making sure I play in the Super Bowl. 13-4. That's enough to be the second best team in the AFC. We do have to go in the wild card against Las Vegas, but we should be able to get things done. They are the 7th seed, 10-7 in the AFC West. 5th in passing yards, 1st in passing touchdowns, 45. And that turnover ratio, 3 interceptions of 45 touchdowns. That is great. And then 5th in passing yards. 800 rushing yards for Maurice. 5 touchdowns on the ground. Matthews actually overtakes Coleman, but they're both 1,000-yard receivers. Blair with a good season, 19 touchdowns for Coleman. Tomlinson with 9 touchdowns and 700 yards. Blocking, oh my goodness. Fontenot, what are we doing? Bennett is still racking up tackles. Hutchinson with 22 sacks. Look at this defensive line, bro. Rankin, Bruce, Hutchinson. Oh my goodness, that's a work of art. McKinstry's doing good. Terry's doing good. Bennett's doing good. Gonzalez is doing good. Everyone is doing good. Ivan Pace we signed. Barron we signed. Savage. Oh my goodness, this team is just actually crazy. Forced fumble. If this is the year that anything could happen, this is like, of all years, this is the year that something should happen. And I'm hoping it's a wild card win. Let's start with a win versus the Raiders, please. Yes, we do it. We won by field goal. That's closer than I wanted. But we do win. Colts, oh my gosh. They're 10-7. They're 4th in the AFC South. Let me take a look at the playoff bracket real quick. They beat the Bills. Oh my gosh, and the Bills are so good in Sim. Oh wow, they just beat the Bills. Oh shoot. Okay, we played the Colts. It's actually not a bad matchup. We could win this. I think we can. We're winning. We're such a better team in every category. Please, dude. We're the favorites. Don't be upsetted. Oh my gosh, we're in the AFC Championship. This is the first time we got 2 wins in the playoffs. Oh my goodness. Broncos, 14-3. Oh my goodness. They have a 99 overall running back. We have a 99 overall left end. We have about the same overall secondary player. And our quarterback's up there. Oh my goodness, bro. Please, bro. The Broncos are the best team, though. That's the thing. They had rest. They went against the Titans, and they won by a touchdown. Oh my gosh, he blew out the Colts. It wasn't even close. 35-7. I'm going to sim it. I'm just going to hope. Oh, what the heck? What did I just click? Nope. Okay. Oh, I just got to hope, bro. Like, this has got to be a win. Please beat the Broncos. We're going to play in the Super Bowl if we make it. No! Was it close? Please say it was close. Wait, we won! Oh my gosh! We won! Yo! I thought we lost! It literally says AFC Champ Broncos on my screen at the very top. We just beat them 31-21. Oh my gosh, it was the quarterback all around. Drake May, bro. I had put so much time into at the quarterback. We just destroyed the Broncos. They were the best team. Oh my goodness. Weekly awards. Schaefer and Bruce are AFC Players of the Weeks. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna play in the Super Bowl. I'm playing the key moments in the Super Bowl. This is the year, bro. 2033. It took, what is that, 9 years? 9 years to fully complete this rebuild. If we could beat the Saints. Oh my gosh, of course it's the Saints. This is poetry, bro. This is absolute poetry. Like, you couldn't have planned a more Super Bowl. Couldn't have a more better Super Bowl than this. It all started with the Saints, bro. The first trade we did was Stephon Diggs to the Saints, and we're going against them in the Super Bowl. Oh my goodness. Let's play the key moments. 20-minute experience. Oh, we gotta go crazy, bro. We gotta go crazy. 88 overall teams. It's a fair matchup. We're going to the Super Bowl. Patriots are back in the championship. We have our first moment here. We're going to be doing all the key moments, or most of the key moments. I'll let the sim do some of it. First and 10, offensive possession in the red zone. Let's try and convert here for a touchdown. Running a slant and then a deeper slant. And just hit A underneath. Linebacker doesn't have good position, and he actually hits us. 20 seconds. Clock is stopped because of that incompletion. Drummond on this wheel could actually be something crazy. Yeah, we're going to hit him there. Spin. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He just broke a bunch of tackles. 3rd and 1. First quarter ends. It's now the second quarter. We're going to go ahead and go for it on 3rd and 1, of course. Look for this touchdown. Coleman underneath. Let's run you on a drag. And oh my goodness, can I fit that? No, intercepted. Oh, he goes back. Never mind. And we throw an interception. Bad read. Second quarter. Min 17. Our defense needs our help. Can we stop them from getting a touchdown? Can this be a 0-0 game heading into halftime? I'm probably going to run it. Let's run or move inside with Bruce. Try and draw us off sides or something. Motion it. And they motion the running back. Rip. Good. Gonzalez tackles out of bounds. 35 seconds on the clock. Gonna go on Hutchinson. Let's see if he can get some good pressure. Outside adjustment. And then Hutchinson. Oh my goodness. Almost got the sack. No! What am I doing? I shouldn't have one on the linebacker. I took a bad angle. Saints lead 10-0. We got to get a touchdown. It's 3rd and 3. Coleman on a fade. And oh my goodness, Tomlinson, good first down. We get the ball. They're going to let us go for it here on 1st and goal. And I'm actually going to go for a run. Let's go inside zone with Drummond, see how this running game does. Oh my goodness, stopped immediately. Backwards we go for a loss of a yard. 3rd quarter ends. We now take over 2nd and goal at the start of the 4th. We're going to look for a corner route here with Coleman. Matthews could also be a possibility over the middle. Okay, roll out. Actually, let's just run it. Schaefer, make a move. Can he get there? No, 1 yard short. 3rd and goal. Inside zone. 3rd and goal. Gonna go for the first. Gets the yard. Touchdown. Easy score. First of the game. We gotta lead a big drive here if we can get this. Get a touchdown. We lead by 4. And if we get a field goal, we tie this thing. Potentially going to overtime. Oh my goodness. A little bullet there. Coleman. Oh my goodness. The speed. Keon Coleman. Our new addition from the Bills. Jets in. Patriots score. Touchdown in the Super Bowl. We're going to play this moment. That huge strike gives us a 4-point lead. Good cushion. It is now a touchdown or nothing for them. And Hutchinson gets a good rush. Oh my gosh. Bruce. Sack. 2nd of the game. 2-minute warning. 3rd and 7. We're going to bring the blitz. This might be stupid. That linebacker is going to come down. It's 6-man rush. Oh, he goes deep. Gonzalez. Make a play. What a play he does. Pass deflection. Pull him in. Club. Oh my goodness. Can he fit it? No, he can't. What a play. That's going to be game. Go to the field goal. We're not even going to kick the field goal. Actually, no, we will. We're just going to time it perfectly. Because then we can run a few extra seconds. Oh my goodness. Okay, the power is not there. I'm used to the old kick meter. And but that is still a field goal. We're good. 17-10. Saints versus Patriots. You couldn't make a better story to end this rebuild. The final rebuild and final video of Madden 25. They check it down. Why would you check it down? It won't matter. He's not getting there. First down. Bruce. What a guy. He's probably our Super Bowl MVP. We win 17-10 versus the Saints in Hard Rock Stadium. Super Bowl champions, get it done. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a struggle that was. But we get the win. The Super Bowl champion Patriots are back on top. And they get the Gatorade dump on the coach. And we are Super Bowl champions. I just want to thank you so much if you made it this far into the video. I really appreciate the support on all the videos and shorts that have been posted on this channel. You guys continue to support all of it. Thank you once again, and we'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one. It will be a Madden 26 rebuild or challenge on Saturday. But until next time, see ya.